So, welcome all of you for the first overview session about our program. So, we know all of you are already part of some organization. You are well versed in your domain. But this training program is definitely going to impact your skill. The Six Sigma Black Belt training program will be impacting your certain skills. And people generally call Six Sigma as a problem solving methodology. So that means you are going to understand how to approach a problem, whether it is your customer's problem or whether it is your business problem. When you are trying to solve it, how should you approach the problem and how should you actually solve it? Thereby, you will be able to sustain the results, the improved results you will be able to sustain over a longer period of time, right? At the same time, we know you already have a lot of skills. You have undergone several trainings. You might have already, some of you could have completed the green belt, and some of you could have been part of the quality team, could have been part of some improvement projects. But do you solve the problems whenever you are in a project mode? Do you really solve the problem in a systematic way, or do you solve the problem in a way that the problem can come again? If the problems are coming again and again, you can understand the methodology what you followed was not systematic. Maybe people give different names to different approaches, but ultimately if any approach helps you to solve the problem completely, it should be solved forever. It should not pop up again. If that is not happening, you have to classify the approach as trial and error, right? So solving the problem and trial and error, generally everybody does, right? And whether with a specific name to it or without a specific name to it, people solve problems by using an approach called trial and error, where there is a 50-50 chance. You can succeed in your effort, and sometimes you may not succeed. And during your project or problem solving stages, you will be taking decisions. You have to make important decision. Do you take your decisions based on opinion? Like most of the time we refer to our friends, we refer to our colleagues, sometimes we take the opinion from experts, and these are all called decision making based on opinion or decision by opinion. And this is also, I would say, a form of the skill all of us acquire as we progress through our career. And then many a times we make quick conclusion and we simply believe that people become problem sources. That means people create problems. The problem is because somebody has violated, somebody has deviated. It could be operator again, it could be manager again, sometimes it could be the person who is responsible for the task. And all of you are definitely working towards results, monthly targets, quarterly targets, annual targets, right? Your organization will obviously have goals, and then you will also be running towards them. And you are okay to stay business focused, and for that matter, you are also ready to work beyond boundaries, right? Evenings, weekends, holidays, and these are all definitely, I would say, everybody will possess these skills as the professionals in their field. But this training program will certainly, one thing that will happen for sure is all of you will become a certified Lean Six Sigma black belt. What does it actually mean? You will be able to solve even a complex problem. As we progress, you will understand what do I mean by a complex problem, right? And then the problems where the critical factors are many, the problems where the factors are invisible, the problems where multiple departments are involving, these are all called complex problems. A black belt can effortlessly handle and solve complex problems. And then you will always take decisions based on fact. Six Sigma calls it as data driven decision making. What does it mean? You should be able to discriminate between opinions and the fact. And whoever gives you the information, whether he is an expert or your management or your boss, as a Six Sigma expert, it is only opinion to you. But if you are able to validate the opinion with the data, then opinion becomes a fact. The moment you understand what you heard is not just an opinion, it is also a fact, you can take action. You can make changes in your uh, process, and thereby you will be able to uh, solve the problem properly. At the same time, though Six Sigma is a data driven, you should also be able to validate the data. If your data is really good, and then only you must believe your data, right? Collecting data is important, but if the data collected is inappropriate, maybe it is contaminated with some errors, then you should be able to safely ignore the data and go for a recollection of data. And this is what we mean data driven decision making. First of all, use data, and then use a data which can be validated, right? So you should be able to validate the data and ensure that the data is free from error and understand its worthiness for the analysis. Then you take decision based on the data. So when to believe the data, when not to believe the data, a black belt will know. And number three, you will also be a change agent. So you will educate people, you will enter the mentor people, and you will guide your team members, in a proper way, and thereby you will be able to improve the systems, improve the processes in in your organization with the support of the stakeholders, right? And so a black belt will also be generally a change agent. And then it is very important, a black belt or any expert stays always customer centric and process centric, right? You should be able to understand who is exactly the immediate customer. Customer is not always the end user. We need to understand who exactly receives your immediate output. What is that you produce and who is receiving it? He should be considered your customers. There are terminologies which you must master, like end user, internal customer, and external customer. That will happen as we progress through the program. So see to that you are always customer centric, and not only that, process centric, right? And as a black belt is an expert in making the right choice of the tools and techniques, be it a quality control tool, or be it a decision making tool, or be it a project management tool, or be it a change management tool. You should be able to always make the right choice, because if you make a right choice of the tool, it will increase your chance of succeeding in your effort. At the same time, if you make a wrong choice, it can lead to the failure of the project. So these are the skills the program will impact if you, take part effectively from day one till the end of the program. Hope it is sounding good with all of you. And skill sets of a black belt. And again, and there is a famous book called Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, which was written by Stephen Covey. And more than 30 million copies of the book got sold. You know what was there inside? He has suggested seven important habits which generally effective people will follow. They will be proactive in nature. They don't wait for the failure to happen. Rather, they will try to prevent failure, and which is called being proactive. And number two, always begin with an end in mind. Where do you want to reach? What is your destination? You must know before you start any journey, be it your new business, or be it a new job, or be it anything you are doing. You should always know your destination. And this is another important highlight of the Stephen Covey's book. And learn to prioritize. You should always be able to uh, prioritize your activities, your actions, based on the importance and the urgency of the particular activity. And then the fourth important habit of effective people is they always think win-win. Be it any kind of relationship you have, be it a customer manufacturer relationship, or be it anything, or be it your vendor and yourself, always try to make the situation win-win. If you make the situation win-win, you can make the relationship a long term. If the situation is not leading to a win-win, it is win-lose or lose-win, it will obviously discontinue, right? And another important habit is thinking win-win. And then listen to get listened. Listen to people, learn from it, And so what will happen, that will make you, make others listen to you. So this is what he is trying to say. Listen to get listened, and then synergize. Can you use all your energy to achieve your goal without actually diverting your energy in wrong direction? If you could focus all your energy in the specific direction which can take you towards the goal, and that is called synergize. And then sharpening the saw, preparing well in advance. You have to be ready for the battle before the battle begins, and there is no point you searching for the tools and setting up the tools as the after the battle begins. So these are the 7 important highlights Stephen Covey has brought out in his book, and nothing but he is helping you to solve the problems which you may come across in your personal life. It could be, these are philosophies, you can apply it in any situation, right? So these are nothing but he is trying to impact your problem solving and decision making skills. If you understand that, if you simply practice all these things, all of you will be definitely highly successful in your personal life. And Lean Six Sigma directly will impact all these skills, right? The Six Sigma skill sets are, can be simply called as the problem solving and decision making skills. You will be learning a variety of tools and techniques which will make you do very well with all these 7 habits. So all these skill set you learn will eventually become a habit if you practice all your learnings after you complete the program. If you put all your learning into practice, eventually you will become highly successful in your professional life. So I'm just I have mapped some of the habits with our approach. Six Sigma is a defect prevention techniques. The companies practicing Six Sigma will not wait for the failure to happen, will not wait till a customer rejects their product. They will detect the failures in-house. They detect the failure before a customer detects, right? And so Six Sigma is basically a defect prevention technique which is making you proactive in ensuring quality in your offerings. And then any project, Six Sigma project, is a goal oriented project. So what is that you are going to achieve? In fact, there will be a statement which all of us will be learning to write, which is called the goal statement. What is that you are going to achieve out of this project? Is that goal statement clear or not? Is that goal statement smart or not, right? And so every project is goal oriented. And then prioritize. You're going to learn number of tools to prioritize problems, to prioritize causes, to prioritize solution. There are a variety of tools we are going to learn, and some of them are Pareto, project prioritization metrics, and cause and effect metrics. And all these tools will let you understand where should you focus your energy. Thereby you do less and get more, right? And that is prioritization principle. And then think win-win. We always see to that goals align. You, after becoming a black belt, if you take up a project, if you identify a project from your organization, your project will certainly have a goal. Is that project goal aligns with your organization's strategic goal or not? If the project goal aligns with the strategic goal, the chance that the project will be approved will be very higher. So we see to that any project which any Six Sigma team runs has this goal alignment. Project goal should align with the organization goals. Otherwise, why should the organization should support your project? Supporting your project in the sense, a lot of resources will be required, isn't it? So goal alignment is very, very important. And then listen to get listened. We are going to learn tools like voice of customer, voice of business. For example, to make this program really delightful to all of you, we are going to listen to each one of you right after my talk, probably for about, it will happen for about 10 to 15 minutes. And all of you can convey us your expectations from the program, or if there are any specific things, specific purpose for which you have joined the program, you can let us know. So listening to your customers is the beginning point of your success. The beginning, your journey towards quality begins with listening to your customers as well as listening to your business. There is no point simply keeping your customers happy and putting your business in trouble. You should be able to balance it properly. If the balance is possible, then a product bonds. If product is, if the balancing is impossible, then it remains a concept. You will, then a product cannot evolve out of it. So voice of customer and voice of business is also a tool which we will be learning in the defined phase. Synergize. For example, consider the lean principles. Lean's focus is always on value, always on productive activities. Anything which you do at any moment of time in your organization in an unproductive way, lean will simply call it as the wasteful activities. Whether it is required by your organization or not, whether it is required by your process or not, lean will simply consider it as waste because your customer doesn't find value in what are you doing, right? So if you always keep your focus on adding value to your customer, you are synergizing your energy properly. And also it is important to have a system approach. You produce products, you offer services to customers. A product is an assembly of various child components, isn't it? So each and every component can be individually great. Can your product really be great as a full product after assembling all the components? That is also important, right? So that is called systems approach, and that also you will be understanding as we go through the program. And sharpening the saw, it is something like, in 5S there is one stage called shine. Many people understand shining means keeping, your workplace neat and clean. It is not only keeping your workplace neat and clean, it is keeping your workplace, your equipments and everything in ready to work conditions, right? And so and so it keeps you ready for the battle before any battle begins, right? Before you begin your production, you are technically, you are no completely, you are ready for the production, producing defect free and error free products, right? And TPM also attacks the same thing, using maintenance as a tool. How can you have a preventive maintenance plan? Thereby you ensure your equipments, or I would say your resources, are always available for productive work, right? And so these are certain skills. So Stephen Covey's habits will help you succeed in your personal life. And these tools and techniques, this skill set, what you are going to learn from this program, will help you succeed in your professional life. And that means, as part of the program, you are going to master all the quality control tools, decision making tools, project management tools, and change management tools, and as well as the techniques. Hope this is, sounding good with all of you. And then as far as the program is concerned, the program is scheduled over weekend, 3 weekends, 3 Saturday Sundays, and every Saturday Sunday you will have, Ranjit, you have to mute yourself. Yeah, yeah, right. And 3 weekends, 3 Saturday Sundays, and you will have classes for about 6 hours per day, 3 hours prior to the lunch and 3 hours post lunch. There could be, some days we might take your class for additional 30 minutes because the modules are really, challenging. So sometimes an additional 30 minutes you must have the allowance on that. So 4:30 or 5 o'clock you can expect the program to finish. And then we have planned an additional module for those of you who are seriously interested in going deeper and deeper in statistics. We have created an additional module. We call them advanced statistical decision making tools for black belts. The modules for the ASDM will be conducted on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. All of you can prefer to attend the training program on Tuesdays evening, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. also. It is purely optional on voluntary basis, and you can get all your doubts clarified, as well learn certain deeper, details about the tools and techniques which you are learning in the main program, right? Because we don't want to bore you with a lot of mathematical stuffs in the main program, but if you really seriously wanted to go deeper, make use of all the Tuesday session. If you attend all the Tuesday sessions, then you will also be eligible for an additional certification. In addition to the black belt, you will be issued a certificate, on the course Statistical Decision Making Tools for Black Belts, and for which this meeting ID will be posted in the classroom. If you want to note it down, you can note down a separate meeting ID 97899666403, and no passcode required to join the meeting. An additional certificate will be issued, and we will also assess your participation by asking by conducting an examination. You will have to score minimum 40% there, right? 40% might look simple, but the questions will be really tough, and you really have to understand the statistics to a deeper sense, and then only you will be able to qualify. And over and above, we still have one more class, available for you, which will be scheduled on Thursdays 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is purely optional for the students as well as for the trainers, unless and until you ask us a lot of questions during the weekdays. The Thursdays classes will not be conducted. You can post your questions in the WhatsApp. If the questions requires a lecture, then Thursday classes will be conducted. Otherwise, it won't be. And then, as far as the black belt certification is concerned, please attend all the sessions, all the 6 days. Every day we take the attendance, and that goes to the exam department. Attendance is compulsory. And then after completion of the program, online examination will be conducted. An exam will be conducted post completion of the training. The immediate next Saturday, you will be receiving the exam link, which will be valid from 4 p.m. to 11:50 p.m. and you can take up the exam. The exam duration will be 2 hours, and there will be 75 questions, and you need to score 60%. And for that, you really have to understand all the modules which are taught in the black belt program. And certificate will be issued. It generally takes about 30 days to issue you the hard copy of the certificate. And then as and when we complete the phases define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, I will be personally posting few assignments in the Google Classroom. Hope all of you are already there in the Google Classroom. Those assignments you no need to do in a hurry, but if you can do it quickly and complete it, that's well and good. Otherwise, even post certification, I strongly recommend all of you go through the assignment and try to do it by hand, right? And you can take our help even after the training program also. There will be number of assignments, around 20 assignments will be posted, which will equip you properly on each and every tool and technique, each and every module you learn here. So assignments makes you a complete black belt, but we know your hectic schedules, and so we are not going to bother you to submit the assignments quickly. You can take time, but see to that you are doing it. And then all of you have to complete at least one black belt project after you pass the examination, and 6 months time is available for you to carry out your project. Take our assistance, and then you need to get your project validated by us, and then you can receive an appreciation for submission of your project separately, right? And this is how the program will run. Hope everything is clear. And this is the schedule. I think by now the schedule has been shared with all of you. So it's like after my session, and we will be listening to you. Actually, we reversed it. Now I am giving you the overview of the black belt program and participant self introduction. If you know your team, then one person from the team can introduce, conveying us your expectations. Or if the introduction within your team member itself is a problem, then all of you can individually speak, but see to that you limit it to 1 or 2 minutes, not more than that. And then we'll move ahead with the schedules. Like fundamentals will be again taught by me after the tea break, and then fundamentals will be taught by Dr. RK, and then we will move on to another session where I will help all of you understand the Six Sigma. What is Six Sigma? What is the practical meaning of Six Sigma? The statistical meaning of Six Sigma? Why it is called Six Sigma? And how is it helpful in our manufacturing process? You will gain crystal clear idea. Hope you have undergone our white belt modules. If not, it will be a review of all that you learned in the white belt, and thereby you will stand in a great position to learn the black belt body of knowledge. And then we will take you through the DMAC phases step by step, right? And you can go through the schedule of day 1 as well as day 2. I think by this time it could have been shared with you. So I would like to stop here, and thereby we can move on with the next item.